Today I received my second core set for the X-Wing Miniatures game. On the advice of many, I picked up a second set in order to expand my collection of essential components, especially TIE fighters and X-Wings, as cheaply and efficiently as possible. And so I thought as I opened this box that I might film where everything goes inside. So looking around on the internet, I hadn't seen that yet. So the ships, well, they pretty much take care of themselves in their own specialized tray. But where does everything else go, and how well does everything else fit together once you've punched all the tokens and taken everything apart? So with the two trays to choose from and the small space that lays underneath, let's figure out how it all goes together. Inside the top storage portion above those two trays, we find the rules, the quick start rules, an ad, and the 4 cardboard sheets of tokens. The heavy double-sided sheets are sealed in shrink wrap when you get them, but how and how well do they fit in those trays once you've punched them? Inside the trays, in Ziploc bags, you have the damage and crit cards, you have the upgrade cards, the pilot cards, and you've got the dice. The dice are also in a Ziploc bag with the part I'll need to complete the maneuver dials, so I think I'll start with those. Freed from the shrink wrap, the 4 sheets of counters, double-sided, are arranged basically according to type. I've got a lot of punching ahead of me. In the core set, there are 3 maneuver dials, 1 for the X-Wing, and 2 for the TIE fighters. Now, as a beginner, looking at them, they don't make very much sense, but if you turn them over, they're color-coded. It's quite easy. The cover of the dial well, that's very easy to distinguish on the front and also on the back. The counters punch out extremely easily. The central component of the maneuver dial also separates easily. Snapping the wheel together is effortless. Turning the dial is stiff at first, but I'm sure it'll loosen up after repeated battles. Fully assembled, it's a nice tight fit, which should allow for long-term play. Now for the rest, the ship tokens and the maneuver templates. Each token is clearly marked and named, so sorting them out is not going to be difficult, at least until I have thousands of them. The quality of the tokens is quite high, although with the thickness and the fact that the images are, let's say, applied to each side, the pieces that will get a lot of use I have some concern about. I'm not too concerned about pieces like this, the target lock, which as you can see are marked for the targeting ship and the targeted ship, but the maneuver templates do give me some pause for concern, so I'm very glad that I ordered acrylic ones so that I don't have to be overly cautious with how I use them. The A target token has B on the other side. There are 6 pairs of target tokens provided. There are 2 shield tokens, 3 stress tokens, 3 critical hit tokens, and then there are 4 evade tokens and 3 focus tokens, unless I can't count. Also provided are a variety of asteroid and mission-specific tokens, such as the Senator's Shuttle. The asteroid tokens, 6 of them, are quite visually appealing, although I think I may, if I play X-Wing a lot, consider getting the rocks in a box or other kind of miniature version of asteroids to heighten the visual aspect of play. So with everything punched, this is what we have. We have mission-specific tokens, we've got target lock, we have condition, we have the maneuver templates, we have a huge pile of the ID tokens, the maneuver dials, we have 2 X-Wings, and we have 6 TIE fighters. So what's a convenient way to get this in here? Well, at this beginner stage of the game, it's not too hard. There's lots of space left over, even for all this stuff. So the basic idea I had was to keep the more mission-specific stuff in one tray, such as the cards and the ship tokens, and keep the stuff I'm going to use all the time, every time, like the stress tokens and the target locks, dice, in the other one. The range ruler will only fit underneath, and that's fine. I plan to be using my acrylic set anyway. But what to do with the longer straight maneuver pieces, I decided to tuck them in underneath the miniatures, so I don't have to worry about them. And that works just fine. So, as for the rest of the ID tokens, again, they can go into the mission-specific side, and we're done. The question then comes up, are you going to go for horizontal storage or vertical? For those of you asking why, listen. Because once you take the lid off, you get this. I guess I'll have to invest in some plastic bags. Does it get any better if you decide to keep the rules with the core set? Let's see. Not bad. I guess this will be my short-term solution.